Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be doing another random question video. Hopefully you guys could get to know me more with that, so let's get started. What do you like to do to relax? Usually what I like to do is listen to some music, clean my room, and I guess watch a show and eat a little snack. You meant big snack. What song always puts you in a good mood? Hey guys, this is me again. I'm so sorry. I keep saying I think it's called Your Music. I really like that song. It's like really hyper. How often do you exercise? I used to do it like almost, let's see, 4 times a week. Now I don't really do it, and I started again recently, and I'm just like going on and off. I'm trying to get the routine back. But yeah, what's the best way to travel? Personally, I would say car is probably the best way to travel, depending on how far it is. Cause with car, it is a long trip driving, but I guess you could save more depending on how far it is. So if it's way too far, I'd say you definitely go on airplane. You save way more and it's less risky. And for preparing, honestly, preparing as much as you can is probably the best. So it makes the things more easier. What place have you been that inspired you the most? I think when I went to a concert to see the band Glare and Pachinko, which was last year around November, that really inspired me, and that's why I've been playing way more on my guitar than usual. What place? Oh wait. What was your first smartphone? How did you feel when you got it? We're waiting.
I don't appreciate silence.
I want silence.
When I first got my smartphone, I think it was a Samsung or an LG. I can't remember. But when I first got it, I was so happy. I was like, I could play games now. I could watch videos, and I won't be bored. Cause usually what I did as a kid, I would watch like my brother play games, and it was fun. But sometimes it was just like a little bit boring. But yeah. Do you prefer physical books or ebooks? That's kind of hard. I'd say physical books are way better for me, cause depending on how interesting the book is. Cause if it's not interesting, I will fall asleep. But physical books is nice. You can take it anywhere, and it feels more natural to read it in person than online. But sometimes I think ebooks are kind of good. Dude, just how many are there left? Who had the biggest impact on the person you have become? I say that's my big brother. His music taste, his, I say, occupation interests, and the way he kind of acts, that's rubbed up a lot on me. But that's just my big brother. He rubbed up on a lot of the family members. What was the last song you listened to? Oh my gosh, I forgot. The only thing I can remember from the how do you say this? The only thing I can remember that I last probably listened to was from my playlist. I call it Glare, even though I have a bunch of also random songs. But I would say Do Not Enter by Glare. I know you're laughing because you don't want to expose the fact that the last song that you listened to was Spectre by Alan Walker. What's the biggest thing to do on a cold winter day? Oh my gosh. The biggest thing you could do is just like roll up into your blanket, eat something warm, or just like watch a movie or show with your family. I'd say that's really good for me. Do movies have the same power as books to change the world? Definitely. In fact, I think movies have it way more because they're able to portray they're able to portray a picture for you to see better and then understand more. For example, how do you say this? Like comedy or drama movies, sometimes they have big messages. So when you see it in person as the actors, how they feel and move, then it's actually more impactful in my opinion. But books also do have a lot of impact. What are you best at? I'd say the best I've been was probably at art. I still struggle with art, but I would say I'm not that bad at it. What do you think about reality TV? And why do you think it's so popular? I think reality TV is probably popular because I guess we could probably relate to it since it's not just cartoon, it doesn't feel completely fake. Even though it's actors, you could somewhat relate to it. I'm not sure, but there's just something about reality TV that kind of reflects us of our lives, perhaps. So maybe that's why it's pretty popular, or it's just like entertaining seeing things that maybe aren't too real, if that's what sometimes happens. But I think those are all the questions for today. I hope that helped you guys understand a little bit more about me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!